Once again, it's a privilege to be welcome to your homes. Today we are reading from Matthew chapter 6, verse 2 to 6, then 16 to 18. When you give alms, do not blow a trumpet before you as the hypocrites do in the synagogue and in the streets to win the praises of others. Amen, I say to you, they have received their reward. But when you give alms, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your almsgiving may be secret, and your Father who sees in secret will repay you. When you pray, do not be like the hypocrites who love to stand and pray in the synagogues and on street corners, so that others may see them. Amen, I say to you, they have received their reward. But when you pray, go to your inner room, close the door, and pray to your Father in secret. And your Father who sees in secret will repay you. When you fast, do not look gloomy like the hypocrites. They neglect the appearance so that they may appear to others to be fasting. Amen, I say to you, they have received their reward. But when you fast, anoint your head and wash your face, so that you may not appear to be fasting except your Father who is hidden, and your Father who sees what is hidden will repay you. Almsgiving, prayer, and fasting have been described as the three pillars of Lent. Jesus affirms their value in today's reading, but goes ahead to warn against engaging in these practices in a way that draws attention to ourselves. What seems like something virtuous can be very self-serving in reality. Jesus himself fasted, prayed, and engaged in various forms of almsgiving or self-giving service of others. Of the three practices, fasting can seem the most negative. Fasting is saying no to something. Prayer is saying yes to God, to the Lord. Almsgiving is saying yes to others. And for us believers, saying yes to the Lord present in others. Yet, there is nothing essentially negative about fasting or self-denial. If it is saying no to something, that no is always in the service of our saying a more generous yes to the Lord in prayer and to others in almsgiving. Dear friends, this is the time to reflect on how we might take up these three practices of almsgiving, prayer, and fasting, so as to grow more fully into our baptismal calling. Shalom. Peace.